Hello, this is Sunil Sunder Raj with Top Preps High School Sports. This evening, I'm happy to be speaking with JaeVion Baker. It said a standout basketball player. It said from Texas. JaeVion, thank you so much for taking some time out to speak with me tonight. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
It said I've looked at your especially your Twitter profile, on social media there with your videos. Have been so impressive as far as looking at your dunks and your ball handling skills. It said you have a great background story. I know you want to tell said the rest of the country about it. I want to ask you first, just as far as the game of basketball is concerned, in terms of just when you started playing, and just how you've been able to excel at the game of basketball, JaeVion.
Okay. So I guess I started playing basketball my fourth grade year. And like most of my cousins, they play basketball. So I kind of looked up to them. And as I started playing, I started having more and more love for basketball and for the game. And I guess I stopped playing football to focus more on basketball. And I feel like I can make it farther in my career in basketball than football. So ever since then, I've just been putting in work, taking the process, working hard, grinding. I don't really take days off. So I just been working every day, no off day.
That's great. Now, did you were you on any traveling teams, in terms of, say before high school, or even during you attended Hightower High School in Fresno, Texas? You told me, said before we came on the air. Just wanted to find out about that, JaeVion.
Yes, sir. I didn't play any AAU or play on any traveling team until my freshman year. And my freshman year, I was playing for Houston Superstars Elite, and then I left them and went to backcourt hoops. And after I left backcourt, I went to Global Ballers. And then I finished out with Beast Elite.
That's great. Can you just talk about your experiences on those teams and just what you were able to learn, in terms of playing with other teammates, and then even from the coaches as well, JaeVion?
Yes, sir. So my first AAU team, I was kind of like on and off. I was just on the team, just to get the hang of playing varsity my freshman year and getting, good looks and look at competition and other competitions I'll be playing against. And every I got more and more competition, and I got a better chance of experience and, better training and coaches as well.
That's great. Just wanted to ask you, your time at Hightower High School. Can you just describe, in terms of, playing sports there? If you played, besides basketball, any other sports as well, JaeVion?
I played 7-on-7 for Hightower High School, Red Tails.
Okay.
Just to try to, stay active. Because it wasn't basketball season, it was during the summertime, and I didn't have AAU team to play on. So I played football to stay active. But my junior year, I didn't play because I had messed up my leg. So I wasn't able to play that season. And my senior year, I transferred to Member High School, where I graduated from. And I ain't played there either. So the time I wasn't playing, I was just really training and getting better and trying to perfect my game.
Yeah, just talk about your 4 year, your time there, in both schools in terms of playing basketball as well, JaeVion.
Okay, I talked about my sophomore year. I played on the sophomore team, and then I bumped up to JV, and it was a good experience. But I didn't like the coaching very well because the coach played favoritism, and it kind of reduced my playing time as well, because we had a 5-star at our school, so I wasn't able to play as much or be seen by coaches and otherwise, because me and him played the same position. So like his fame and it kind of overweighed my hard work and trying to get my minutes in and play. So it was kind of hard.
I wanted to. You also mentioned that you attended Good Vision Academy as well. If you want to talk about your time there as well, JaeVion.
My time there is great, and I've been getting more play time, getting more exposure to more competition and college coaches. Like recently, we just came from Colorado. We played in the SWAC. We got the SWAC league we play in with Marcus Sloan. So we went out there. We did good and everything, but it's like our coaches is sometimes on and off. He coached by emotions, and I don't want to play for a coach that coached by emotions.
I was so I mean, it's just mind-boggling. Like just in terms of your some of your dimensions: a 6'5" wingspan, 47-inch vertical. You run a 4.6 in the 40-yard dash. I mean, that's tremendous. Just talk about being able to use your length, said your speed, when it comes to playing the game of basketball here, JaeVion.
So me being with a 47-inch vertical, it's kind of easier for me to out rebound most of the guards that try to get rebounds. I get a lot of putbacks. I play defense very well using my 6'5" wingspan. Pretty much on offense, I can shoot, I can dribble, but using my speed, I'm able to get around opponents, and with my jumping ability, I'm able to take off earlier than other opponents I play against. So it's easy for me to get layups and dunks and alleys and stuff from my teammates. And with my wingspan, it's like when I'm on defense, it's hard for people like to dribble or go around me because my first step is very quick. Plus, dealing with my long arms and my 6'5" wingspan, is like I'm ripping you so you come my way. And I'm just trying to take that to the next level.
That's great. I think it said that you're from, is it Navasota, Texas? Is that correct, JaeVion?
Yes, sir.
Can you just about growing up in the town and just like, said in terms of, playing sports, just was wondering about that?
Yes, sir. So I grew up in Navasota, Texas, where it's only one high school, one middle school, and elementary school. So I had a lot of friends I grew up with playing basketball, playing football with them. Like, that's my hometown. Like, I kind of miss Navasota, but most of my family stays there. So we very much known around the town for basketball and football. And I kind of wish I would have stayed where I was at, because if I would have stayed where I was at, I already had chemistry with most of my friends and my teammates when we was a little younger, and we all grew up together. So I kind of go back sometimes. I go work out with them, talk to them, hang out. But normally when I go down there, it's like I go see family. And if I got time, I go work out with some of my old teammates and my friends that I grew up with.
It's great.
And
yeah, go ahead.
And like my family is like, it's like a legacy for Navasota. So like my uncle went to Navasota High School. They won state championship in football and basketball. My cousins went. My mom went. She played volleyball. She was All-American in volleyball. So like I was just trying to continue that legacy by me attending Navasota High School. But I wasn't able to make that happen because my mom wanted to move to Houston for better opportunities for me and my little brother. So it kind of like, I guess it kind of helped me, but then it kind of hurted me too at the same time.
I just wanted to ask you the fact that, being able to utilize social media, especially, and then, with highlight videos as far as like, Huddle, and I think there's 247 Sports out there. Can you just talk about that, being able to capitalize on that in terms of, marketing yourself, JaeVion? Hello?
Yes, sir. So I guess, can you hear me?
Yeah, it was just breaking up a little bit. No, I wanted to just ask you about, in terms of social media, like, in terms of marketing yourself, there are a bunch of, sites out there, Huddle, 247 Sports, a number of them out there, just in terms of, being able to promote, said, especially on the basketball angle. Can you talk about that?
Yes, sir. So on 247 Sports, I was kind of able to reach out to certain college coaches, like colleges that I was always looking forward to attending. And I got their attention over there, but it's like my GPA is like low. I have a 2.7 GPA, and it's required for me to go to them as a 3.0 or higher. So I came to the postgrad program to boost my GPA up. That way I can try to get to any college I really want to go to.
That's great. Yeah, I know that you've indicated that either a junior college or a 4-year college. Just talk about that process, being able to, again, attend, said one of those schools in terms of academics and then, athletics, most importantly as well, JaeVion.
Yeah, I was any offer is good for me, like JUCO, 4-year college. But I'm really striving to a 4-year college.
Mm-hmm.
But if I get a JUCO, it'll be better because I can still go to JUCO and either transfer to a D1 or college. But I used to and get a little stronger and know the game more before I get to a D1.
Great. I mean, for you, I wanted to ask you what makes the game of basketball so special to play, JV? You've been playing for a long time, but just what about the sport that again brings so much joy and excitement?
Is I guess I could say peace. Like when I'm playing basketball, I don't really think about nothing else. When I have a lot of things on my mind, I go play basketball, dribble the basketball. It'll help me like ease my mind or take a lot of stress off me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like basketball helped me throughout a lot of things.
That's great.
So I feel like that, and it's also something that I love. So me get to playing something I love, trying to make money for something, doing something that I love, and it helps me also with a mental. It's like a mental thing. So
yeah. No, it's important to, I think people tend to forget that, as much as it's a physical game, it's a mental game as well. And you have to be in sync. And if you're not on the same page on both levels, it makes it incredibly difficult to, succeed. But can you talk about training, said for basketball in terms of like, outside of a team, what you have done, in terms of, whether it's strength or, said, speed condition. Can you talk about that as well, JaeVion?
Yes, sir. So I work out with my mom. Like my mom helps me train a lot, and my brother's goddad trains me a lot. So it's like one day I'm using weights, the next day I'm doing strength and conditioning, back to weights, and then Friday it's like 2 days a week. I go weight room, 2 days a week. I go strength and conditioning. Friday, I hit the gym. Mm-hmm. And then Saturday, Sunday, I probably go to a gym, do some open runs. Then Monday, I'm right back at it. So it's like I don't get a break. I'm just constantly putting in work.
That's great. That's terrific. Just have a couple more left. I'm wondering when it comes to following college basketball or the NBA. Any particular players that you pay attention to and, maybe try to pick up some, tidbits on and try to apply it to your game as well, JaeVion?
Yes, sir. Well, I always watch Kevin Durant because that's like my favorite player. So it's like, and then I watch Marcus Sasser from U of H because he's a combo guard. He's quick on his feet. He plays defense. He know how to look for open teammates. He know how to find open teammates. And basically, they just know how to score.
That's great. I know you talked about this, overwhelming support you received from your family. I mean, to have them, said by your side on this journey, here in basketball. I mean, this got to mean the world to you, JaeVion. Can you just talk about that?
Yes, sir. So like, I see most players they don't have either their mom or dad in their life, so it's kind of hard for them to have a support group. But I have my mom and I have my little brother, so they've been by my side ever since I started playing basketball. My little brother, he trying to follow in my footsteps. He played basketball too. So like, if I'm not playing, I go support him. When he's not playing, he comes to support me. So it's like we got to support a chain around basketball.
Mm-hmm. That's great. I know you've indicated, so when you messaged me, said that you've had, you have endured some tough times, said it's not been an easy ride for you. I don't know if you want to expand on that, talk about, to reach this point in your life here and, you're still trying to ascend to that next level. Can you just talk about that, JaeVion?
Oh yes, sir. So it's been a couple of times where me, my mom, and my little brother has been homeless, and I always thought about quitting basketball, getting a job to help out my mom, but she always told me, "Don't quit. Just keep playing basketball. One day you're gonna make it. So you can make money. The way we don't have to deal. We don't have to worry about these problems ever again." So it's like I just keep that in my mind every time I touch the court. Like who I'm playing for. I'm playing for not just playing for me. I'm playing for my family. So we can have a way to eat, somewhere to sleep, and we ain't got to ever worry about that again.
Yeah. I mean, it must be very challenging, especially now here with the last couple of years with the COVID-19 pandemic and still with these variants out there, like, trying to, stay safe and sound and healthy as well, JaeVion.
Yes, sir. It is kind of tough.
Yeah, can you just talk about that? I mean, just dealing with that because all the protocols and just trying to really, I mean, as you said, you're trying to now go on and so further your education and as well as trying to move up the ladder in the game of basketball as well.
Yes, sir. When COVID hit, it was kind of hard because I was just now starting, working out and training with some professional college players and a couple players that went overseas. I was training with, and when COVID hit, it kind of messed everything up because they shut down all gyms, practice facilities. I wasn't able to do nothing, so I was just sitting in the house. But I was still active. Like I go outside once in a while, shoot, go running, go lift weights, stuff like that. So based off what I was trained and how I was trained, I would just keep doing the same. Everything coming back up, I started learning new ways to train, new ways to work out, meet more people. So it was like during COVID, it kind of helped me, but then it kind of hurt it a little bit.
No, I completely understand that. I said your story again is so riveting. I'm wondering, in terms of what your message is for younger kids, athletes out there. What would you say to them? That are, maybe in that same spot, that vulnerable spot, and are trying to, again, make it and achieve, through education, trying to, as well in athletics, because we all know it's so competitive out there. There's so many people out there vying, for the same spot and, said opportunity. What your message would be to them, JaeVion?
That no matter how hard time it gets, as long as you have God and determination, that you can do anything. And sometimes people really don't want to hear your sad story, so you just got to keep grinding harder and harder.
It's great.
But if someone's willing to listen to your story, then open up, talk to them, and maybe, just maybe, they can help you open some doors that you never thought you would be able to open.
It's great. Okay, JaeVion, floor is yours. If anything, you said you want to add in terms of with family, friends, teammates, the schools that you've attended, graduated from.
Yeah. Well, when I was at Manville, right, my senior year, I was going to graduate, and my senior year, I wasn't in school for like 6 months. I wasn't supposed to graduate, but I was able to still graduate. And Coach Wilson helped me from Manville High School. He's the varsity basketball coach. So he just kept pushing me, saying that you're going to graduate, just get this done. And I probably wouldn't have graduated without him.
That's great. Yeah.
I got
that else if you want to mention. Yeah.
I got a couple teammates that are older than me, but I look to them as like big brothers. So when I ain't know nothing, I go talk to them, ask them questions, and they're like help me and guide me. But my cousin Karen, he currently attends Louisiana Christian University. Okay. And basically when he home, that's the person I train with. That's the only person that, like, from Navasota, like my cousin that I work out with. So when he was home and I was in Navasota, he always called me, "What you doing?" I'll be like, "I'm asleep." He'll be like, "Get up, we finna go work out." So he kind of pushed me to what I am today. It's
something that popped into my head. I just wanted to ask you, typical day for you, like in terms of what is it, during the week, said, between, academics and athletics in the terms of how much, training you put in, and then, with practices and games, just was wondering about that, JaeVion.
Yes, sir. So the postgrad program that I am at right now is like we take a couple college courses, like at Lone Star, ACC, for so just to get some classes going until we get ready to get to a college campus. That way, we already have some credits ready or credits. So during the morning, I go to practice from 9 all the way to 3 every day, Monday through Thursday. But from 9 to 10, I do my college work or I do my classes, and I log in and do my work. And then after that, I'm in the gym for the rest of the day. I go home. I'll probably work out later on in the night, take a shower, eat, get ready for the next day, just to do it all over again.
Yeah, it seems like it's quite a grind that, is in a rigorous schedule that you have to, go through. That's very commendable. Oh, okay, there. Almost got, I thought I lost you there. Okay, all right. Yeah, it said if there's anything else you want to add, JaeVion, it said you're more than welcome to do so.
Yeah, I wanted to say, like, for most people that try to go by rankings, that rankings really don't mean nothing. It depends on that person and how much work and dedication you put into the game. Most people that are ranked, sometimes their parents are able to pay money for them to go to certain teams, for them to go to certain circuits, to be in front of certain people. Like, for those players that ain't got, money, rankings, y'all just we worry about people coming to find us when we can go find the people and send them our film, make our own film, send it to them.
Yeah.
Because that's what I had to do. I'm not ranked or nothing, but I played against ranked players. So it's like, I look at them like they just a regular person.
I guess you sort of say, look, you know what, you're flying under the radar, sort of an underdog here. And like, I said, now you have the opportunity to shine and, display your skills. Would that be a fair assessment, JaeVion?
Yes, sir.
All right. Sounds good. I really appreciate the opportunity, said, you gave me, to interview, said, wishing you, said, all the best and continued success. And, again, I, hope that, said you're able to land, said either a junior college or 4-year college. And, definitely, said keep on rising, said within the basketball ranks as well.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.